Vivica A. Fox, speaking of struggling, Vivica A. Fox tearfully slams Jada Pinkett Smith over her self-righteous response to Oscar slap. Now, y'all know I've had my videos about Vivica. I think Vivica is somebody that understands. She understands Jada Pinkett, and she understands that Jada Pinkett is the type of woman that wants control, just like her. That's why she's single. And if Jada Pinkett continues this, she's going to be single, and she's going to have what she wants, right? To be single, right? To be able to finally be free of Will Smith, who I think, is jealous of. That's why I think if Will Smith wants to save his career, he needs to drop Jada Pinkett Smith. Shout out to Carlo. Again, this is from A Showbiz. When making an appearance on Wendy Williams' show, the Kill Bill actress believes that the wife of Will Smith took no accountability for her role in her husband slapping Chris Rock. Oh, you don't say. Well, you know what's funny? What's funny about this is that women pick and choose when they want to hold women accountable. You see, it's very popular to hold Jada Pinkett Smith accountable. That's the popular thing to do. The popular thing to do is to hold Jada Pinkett accountable. There's a lot of women out here who should be held accountable, like you, Vivica. Vivica, you should be held accountable too for things that you've said. So at least in this situation, she's basically saying what a lot of other people know already, instead of making excuses for her. Vivica A. Fox has slammed Jada Pinkett Smith. The Kill Bill actress believes that the latter took no accountability for her role in husband Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at this year's Oscars. The 57-year-old actress fought back tears as she discussed comments made by Jada on Red Table Talk on Wednesday, June 2nd, about the reconciliation between Will and Chris, and believed that Jada should take more responsibility for the controversy which saw the King Richard star slap the comedian at the Academy Awards for joking about Jada's shaved head. I saw where they're saying that her alopecia scar is not real, that it's actually a scar from getting work done on her face, is from what I have seen. Because if you look at Jada's face now, especially her eyes, it's looking like she may have had something done to him. Her face is just, her face is going, through different, and people can say, well, she's gotten older, Jane. But if you look at what they're saying about her alopecia and about how it could be scars from surgery, then, alopecia, that could make sense, right? Speaking on Thursday, June 2nd episode of the Wendy Williams Show, Vivica said that this was going to be difficult for me. These are my peers. I've done a movie with them both. Set It Off with Jada and Independence Day with Will Smith, which absolutely changed my life. She added, when I saw this video last night, it made me cry. I've been very honest with you guys. Why are you crying? I mean, accountability is this hard for you? You got to cry? People were trying to make excuses at first, but no more excuses now. This is all her doing, but she wants to pass off blame. Let's see. Vivica continued, I really felt to be a partner to Will Smith, whose career basically took a crumble that night. She went on, where we were all rooting for Will Smith that night, Oscar night. We wanted him to win. Will Smith that night, as far as I was concerned, was going to be crowned this generation's Sidney Poitier, which is a huge honor. Vivica also discussed how she felt that Jada had a role in the incident which overshadowed Will's Oscar win for Best Actor on the night. She explained Will Smith was defending her honor. That's the reason he walked on stage and slapped, because he felt like his wife had been offended. So for me to see no accountability as a partner. Also, let's not forget Chris Rock was assaulted. We cannot forget that for basically telling the joke that I really felt wasn't that bad, because it wasn't. But Jada's the one who made it personal. If you look at, she made it personal. She was in her feelings. Will Smith saw that, and Will Smith ran to the rescue, made himself look horrible. Made himself look horrible. And he did ruin his career. To a certain extent, he did ruin his career. He'll never be able to get back what he's lost. Well, that's a choice that he made. But I do think he can bounce back if he divorces Jada. He has to distance himself from her. I think if Will was able to distance himself from her, people would be more forgiving of him, because they're gonna know that we know Will, that Jada Pinkett is toxic. We know this, and if you can get away from her, I think there are people out there that will forgive Will Smith. Vivica also hoped that both Will and Jada would have taken more responsibility in the aftermath. She said, I just wish that we could have a little more accountability and for it not to seem so self-righteous on Jada's part. And that's my feeling. That's because Jada Pinkett wants the world to believe that she is self-righteous. There is nothing self-righteous about Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith is somebody that desperately wants to be seen as important when she really isn't. She peaked in 2004, okay? And ever since then, that was after the Matrix movies, ever since then, she has not liked her secondary role as just a wife and mom to a wife to Will Smith and a mom to Willow and Jaden. She wants more of an important role, and she doesn't deserve that. I think she's exactly who we think she is. But she wants us to believe that she somehow is self-righteous or benevolent or somebody who's wise. No, you're just an angry, bitter, passive-aggressive female that helped to destroy your husband's image, and you didn't even care one iota. You even laughed after he did it. You laughed after he smacked that man, Jada, because you don't love and respect your husband. You think he's a joke too. That's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. She thinks Will Smith is a joke too. She's one of these women. And you know what's crazy? I'm planning on doing a video about Grant Hill. Yeah, Grant Hill, Jada, and how Grant Hill dodged you, because Grant Hill was on his way to being Will Smith, but he ended up breaking up with you in the early 90s and marrying a woman that actually cared about him. Willis was the secondary choice. It was going to be Grant, because they dated for a couple of years. People don't know that. They actually dated for a couple of years. And Grant Hill was going to be Will Smith. But Grant Hill got away from her and got with Tamia. And then she ended up with Will Smith.